to have you with us in Memorial Stadium in Lawrence, Kansas, home to the Jayhawks. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on the winners of 6 straight, the Kansas Jayhawks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Jayhawks will kick it away first. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the TCU Horned Frogs offense will have the first possession of the game. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names, you know, brand versus brand, big-time baller versus big-timer baller, trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them today. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Alexis. Fires to the big fella. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Takes the easy throw in the flat. He got it out to the 34-yard line. Not enough for the first down. Let's see if they punt it away. And the Horned Frogs decide to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. So Kansas offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week, and watching that tape before this game, like you can tell, man, he was seeing it quick, the ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will, a really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game, maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Offense goes on the attack on 1st and 10. Fires to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. 2nd down coming up. Back to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough. First down.
That man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them lean in one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection. Nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
Makes the catch. It's played. Let's talk for a second about Kansas. It's the conference finale today. Win this one. Extra football ahead has taken a ton of hard work to get here, David, and they certainly can't afford to let down.
Yeah, and you people, Reese, you know, they're looking ahead, always pointing to the future, like they need to win today. Like their goals are still in front of them, but today is a big day in the conference to continue to keep winning.
And that's the thing I think their coach kept reminding his team of all week long. At the very start of the year in our first team meeting, we put our goals up on the board. The #1 goal was to win the conference, and they have a chance to guarantee themselves a spot in that game with a win today.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
The Jayhawks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Grab behind the line. It's Madden. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to throw again. It's complete to the left. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. And the Jayhawks have pushed it inside the 20. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Makes the grab. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
And I tell you what, all this spread offense, man, it's really accentuated receivers in so many different shapes and sizes. But this guy, they're going to find him. They're going to find him early. They're going to find him often. He's made so many plays throughout the season and really been the feature of this offense. And this dude has worked his way. He might get a trip to New York as a wide receiver. That is not normal, and neither is this dude.
Big-time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
Pressure coming. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack. You avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down.
And you've got a golden opportunity here now on 3rd down. I know you just threw an incompletion, but you've had a really nice drive to start this game. You want to cap this thing off, and you want to do that by scoring a touchdown. So think about who your best playmakers are and who needs to get a look on this critical 3rd down. Whether you're running it or you're throwing it, the best players touch the ball right here.
And they'll send out the field goal unit. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Fights off a defender. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Back to throw. It's Alexis. Finds his man. It's Dorsey. Gets away from one, finds room. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. New set of downs after the completion. Give to the single back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
We've reached a break, and Kansas has the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. The Kansas offense returns to the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Great place to start for this offense. Looking to throw, it's Alexis.
Middle linebackers because they're right in the middle of the defense. For guys that have a nose for the football because they literally line up over the football every single time. They play the run well and they let do this.
And the pressure is coming in and they get him again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He won't get there. It'll bring up fourth down. And the field goal unit is on the field. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. Never a doubt. And that's going to give us a tie ball game. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, it is now a final in the Big Ten and a game I think a lot of folks will want to see. Iowa steamrolled its way to victory today. They scored off turnovers, they scored on gadget plays, an all-around masterpiece that'll give the folks in Iowa City a ton of confidence. Really unexpected outcome in this intriguing Big Ten matchup. And the type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
Snagged out of the air. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. The Jayhawks come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And he finally missed one, right? I mean, he's been pretty hot, right? 5 passes in a row. He's been moving the ball around different platforms, different receivers. Just done a really good job spreading the ball around, and he's human. He finally missed.
And the Jayhawks line up to punt it away. Boots his first of the day away. He was called on 4 times in the victory last week. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. TCU has it back and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
You know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some...
There he goes! He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. The Horned Frogs, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Looking for a man. It's Alexis. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Still running at the 40. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in a rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. Looking downfield on 1st down. Turns it on in midfield. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. The Jayhawks are in the hurry-up.
This guy has a chance to bring home the Heisman Trophy this year because he continues to make plays week in, week out. Doesn't matter who's guarding him, what coverages you play. This guy finds ways to make plays for his offense.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st down.
He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. He'll throw on 3rd down. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Really nice job by the defense, playing aggressive, understanding it could be a running situation, but still playing disciplined enough to play the pass and be successful on that 3rd and short.
Trying to do it on the ground. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him, 2nd guy finally did.
4th and short, a lot of times you know what's coming. I know what's coming. Who's going to be more physical? They give it to the running back. O-line does their job. Nice pickup on 4th and short.
He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? After the incompletion, back to the passing game. This one's complete. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the 1st down. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the 1st half. And the Jayhawks will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got it and still on his feet. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He wants to throw it again. Snags it. They will score. Touchdown,
this guy. They all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end, but they're never able to get it done. This guy just beats coverage time and time again with that last catch. It's now his 15th receiving score of the season.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. And the Horned Frogs come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw, it's Alexis. Fires to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw on first down. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet in my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Boy, the defense clamped down on that 3rd down completion and didn't allow him to get forward at all.
You're right, Reese. Looked like they were anticipating a quick throw, and you saw everybody so alert, and they were able to rally to the ball.
Hauls it in and looking upfield. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. The Jayhawks will line up to punt it away. This will be a 2nd time they've had to kick it away. First play of the drive comes from the 41. Tight end now in motion. Use the play fake, now to throw. Grabbed behind the line, it's Dorsey. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Quick tempo, no huddle offense, 2nd down, clock's running. To throw, it's Alexis. Out of the backfield, he's open. And they pick up just a few on that completion. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play, clock running. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Horned Frogs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Looking to throw on 3rd. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. And the Horned Frogs will call on their punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. The hand to the running back. Turning it on! Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. Just enough time for one final play in this half. To the air on first down. Got his man on the right. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll need to show off some leg strength 58 yards out and trying to bend it in from the right side. No good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, fellas, looks like we've got a great atmosphere there today in Lawrence. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double-team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. And with that, let's kick it back to the guys at Kansas Memorial Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Horned Frogs will kick it away to start the second half. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. That keeps the running game churning. Pick up a 5 to the 23. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Got a man. It's Madden. Breaks into the open. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. And the Jayhawks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Running back searching for a hole.
Now, when I can run the football like that on first down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
He'll keep it himself. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
The Jayhawks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Quickly to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Fires to the right. And the big deflection on 3rd down forces a 4th down. And the Jayhawks will send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one.
And what a game-changing play right there, because it looks like he's going to flip the field with a really good punt return, but then he coughs it up, and just like that, the offense is back on the field.
And into the end zone. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Looking to throw. And they will score. Touchdown, Kansas. With that last one, he now has 40 career touchdown catches.
I mean, he's just been a playmaker. This guy, they feature him. He's been in the end zone that many times because they can feature him in so many ways. They find ways to get him the football because Palmer, he always makes plays.
And he's always open even when he's not. Throughout his career, think about it. Single cover, double cover, triple cover. You're still throwing him the ball because he's going to find a way to make it happen. 40 TD catches. That is awesome.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Give to the back. Crosses the 40. At the 45 on his way. Racing down the left side. Touchdown, TCU. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Offensive line, give me a crack. I'll do the rest. How about the Jets? The speed. He just turns it on, going 70-plus to the house. What a huge play by the running back.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, the game we've had circled on our calendars all week is here, and how about this development? Louisiana Tech is down right now, but this young man under center today has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born in Ruston today. It's still a one-score game. They're trailing by 8 to NC State. The moment something changes in this 1 versus 2 prize fight, you'll hear about it here. Back to you guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. With the catch, it's Madden. What a cut! Now he's loose. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give from the gun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
Pulls it in. It's Maddox. They use that sideline as a defender and get him out of bounds at the 36. This offense looking at a third down after that last completion. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Madden. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. The Jayhawks are on the move. They're going back to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You can tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Working that left side now. Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling. And the Jayhawks have it with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Got the first down, looking for more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The give to the tailback. Defense there to stop him at the 20. Let's give him 3 yards on that carry. They've got it right on the edge of the red zone, but they face a 3rd and long. Quick strike complete. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal from the 8. The Jayhawks started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. A 1st down run on the doorstep. Touchdown, Mark Jayhawk! And they add 6 more on the board with that trip to the house. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the 2nd half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score.
TCU 10.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass, it's Alexis. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On third and long, trying to convert through the air. He's going to throw deep right side. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And the Horned Frogs will try to pin them back with the punt. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Makes the tackle, really strong, disciplined job, and now we have 1 period to play. That's the end of the quarter. Kansas has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Rides the back and leaves it. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Rides the back on the option to give. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And the Jayhawks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They go to the ground. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? Touch pass on the jet sweep. Oh, he's got some space. Pass the 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Rock Chalk. They extend this 4th quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak.
Salt into a wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. He's got an open man. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Completes it in the middle. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll give it to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. To the air, it's Alexis. Back open in the middle. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. The Horned Frogs look to keep this drive humming. Wants to go up top on first down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
If I had told you that one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football was going to have less than 200 yards passing in this game, you might not have had that on your bingo card, but that's what's in fact happened. This defense has done an outstanding job getting pressure on him like they did right there, getting the sack.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Off the play fake. Rushes on him. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
We've seen throughout the course of the season, defenses have had their hands full with this quarterback. He's simply one of the best in the country. But what can you say about this defense here today? They have gotten after him, registering multiple sacks, and they've never let him get into a rhythm.
On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs. This offense has it with really good field position. To the ground with the back. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up into the 26 for the 1st down.
Well, that's called paying off good field position. You've got the lead here late in the game. You've got the ball back. You're on your opponent's side of the 50, and on your very first play, you break off a long run. This defense right now is playing on their heels late.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Once again, finding nowhere to run against this defense. He's knocked down immediately. They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the 1st down. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. They'll run the RPO and pull it right. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
This senior showed some serious arm strength, firing that one in for the 1st down.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the 1st down, and they like to do this. When they make a 1st down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
And the Horned Frogs want to pick up the tempo. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to pass. It's Alexis. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. Flying out to the left. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Horned Frogs!
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
And with the extra point, they're now down 31-17. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. Penn State is going to enjoy the trip back to Happy Valley after a rock-solid performance. And you take care of business on the road, and you stack wins there in Beaver Stadium, and suddenly it's quite the resume. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a top 15 matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
They're trying to run the ball on 1st down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
From the gun, the running back has it. There he goes. They bring him down, and the big play will move the sticks. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Jayhawks just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Right back to the well. They get him before he gets started this time and knock him down in the backfield. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
He makes a grab, and he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
Now on second and goal. Running back looking for the end zone to the left. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Jayhawks. They've now extended that lead, and they're trying to hang on for a Week 12 victory. These guys looking to put the finishing touches on this game with that score.
Yeah, I think you feel confident that ends it, right? Late in the game, it would take a miracle for the defense to get back in it. That miracle is no longer coming now.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Dropping back, it's Alexis. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were.
Converts on 4th down. Still going. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Every second is meaningful, and they save a few of them with the spike.
On the play.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. Out of bounds at the 49-yard line, but not before getting it into opponent territory.
You know, it's all about coachable moments, and obviously they have not had a ton of success throwing the ball in this game, but as a coach, I think you're just looking for positives, like that play right there, even late in the game. Taking your steps, making the right read, an accurate throw, positive plays that you can build upon offensively for the next game.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
He goes out of bounds. He's a few yards short, and they'll have to turn the football over. And they'll take a knee and watch this clock keep on winding its way toward a victory. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So